Hey, this is Steven from LegitTechTutorials, and welcome back to our product design series. We are back doing the automatic spooler and dimensional control module. So we've been cleaning up our designs, getting ready to print our first prototypes and take a look and see how they work and see how effective they are. And I came up with another idea. The issue with my machine and my design is that each one of the models, each unit is designed slightly differently. So one could be slightly out of skew, the other one could be slightly out of skew. They're not all squared up. Some of them, things are supposed to be parallel and they're not. So the issue with these guys is that when they have this up and down, it has to be exactly in between these two sections here. So that could be an issue if you have if that head is not exactly right over it. So what I need to do is I need to add a possible adjustment to this hole here. So what I mean by that is on the back side here, there'll be a little hole with a set screw here. And this will allow you to push it over or back, and over here, over or back, and over here, over and back, and over here, over and back. So basically what that allows us to do is that allows us to center that 5/8, yeah, it should be that 5/8 square bar, square tube inside this hole. So allow us to push it around and get the exact center that we're looking for. But in order to do that, we're going to have a little section here where there is the portion where we can screw stuff on here. So in order to do that, let me let my cat out real quick. I'll be right back. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start editing our first sketch. We're going to do that on two pieces. We got to do it on this guy and on this guy. Let's go ahead and we'll see if we can edit a few other things. Another thing that I want to do is move this guy down here instead of being up there like that. So let's do that right now. So instead, this will be the new brace. Like that. So now that will be easier to 3D print. And then now what we'll do is we'll get this guy, and what we'll do is we'll do a little pyramid here, and then a flat spot, and then a pyramid. But first thing that we need to do, uh-oh. What's wrong with this guy? It's whatever. Okay. So, what we need to have here is we need to first off open this guy up. So we need to, I would say we want at least a quarter inch either way. So a quarter inch up or a quarter inch right, and then that would be the same as quarter inch left, quarter inch down. So 5 divided by 8 is equal to 0.625, so quarter inch. Let's just do an inch. So I'm going to open this guy up to an inch, and things are going to get whacked out. That's okay for right now. And then we're going to change this guy back to inches. I can't even remember what these guys here are for. Okay. So now we're going to need some thickness here. So what I'll do, let's do something like that. Alright, let's go ahead and stop sketch, see what we're looking at. I don't know what the hell happened here. It's no longer a solid geometry for whatever reason. Okay. So now that whole spot there is empty. So now what I'm going to do is, this guy needs, we're going to need to do some cool stuff here in order to get that area to where it's like a flat section. Maybe what I'll do is I'll just have like a little cutout here where you can stick a small bolt in there. And that will relieve a lot of the weight. But also, you know, lower the stress, because these bolts only need to be a quarter inch long, plus however much this is. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a sketch here that gives me a something like that. Oops. Okay, so there's our first part. And then I'm going to dimension this guy. I have my calipers here again, set to inch. I'm gonna make that 0.30 because I'm gonna have to have enough threads in order to get some good engagement. And the next thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to have a sort of like a pyramid. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to sketch a dimension from here to here. And I need that same thickness, 0.30. And then I'm going to make this, how flat? You could just make it a square cube. Oh, well, yeah. Actually, I know what I'm doing now. Okay. So let's just do it 0.5. I think 0.5 is huge, though. Oops. I don't think that's square. Let's just do 0.2. Let's set 1.2. So now what that's going to do is I'm going to create a box, which reminds me I probably don't need this guy. I'm going to do a box from this point that's 1 inch, no, 0.5, 0.4 by so it needs to be 0.3 plus point, so it's 0.5, 0.55, 0.55 plus a little bit. That's a big hole, whatever. So what I mean by that is when I go into here and I undo that, now what I can do is I can put that bolt in there and then have it go through and push on that guy. But it has to be, you know, 0.5 in order to go 0.3 and then a quarter. So that's a big hole. It's good for right now. That makes this guy kind of brittle right there. It does have quite a bit of connecting area, and that'll drop a whole bunch of extra space. It's 0.3, 0.2. Maybe the only other thing would be that this guy probably doesn't need to be 0.2. It's a little big, but this is going to be 0.4 by 0.60. Stop sketch. And we're always returning back here to take a look at what the feature looks like. So there we go. And then here's what I'll do on this one. Which reminds me here, I should do a triangle so I have an easier time of printing this. This guy is going to be difficult. I'm going to probably have to redesign this a little bit because I want it to print like that orientation up tall. And so this is going to cause some issues here. This is a whole bunch of overflow. So maybe I'll do like a from here up there or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. So maybe I'll turn this into a pyramid. That being said, what I'll probably do from here to there I mean, I could actually print that circle, so I could print it like this. I could print it flat like that. That would be fine. So let's just do that. Yeah, I'll just print it flat. So I could print that circle. Should be able to print that circle, okay. Hanging. Alright. What the hell? We're at 13 minutes here. We're making good time so far. Okay, my cat wants to come back in. Give me a sec. Cat spends most of her time with me, so, and for whatever reason, once I start talking, she starts to freak out. You hear her freaking out right now, obviously. Okay, so now we got that. Now what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to start to create the holes, and this is going to cause all different types of extra sketches. Luckily, I could drill one hole and go through this whole thing. So what I'm going to do is start sketch here. There we go. Oops. Let's do this. Sketch up in this guy. I mean, I could turn the body off. gonna do a point because I need to cut through the entire body. Point. So this will allow us to only need 2 sketches. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is create hole. Let's figure out what type of size I need. So 1/2 inch is way too big. I was thinking either a 1/4 or an 1/8. Let's take a gander at 0.125. Also, another thing, I'm not going to be able to get my wrench in there to turn it. What it might have to be is that it might have to be completely open there on the backside. I'll do something weird. I'll figure it out. So what I'll do probably is I'll probably create a sketch here where I go in here and then extrude it down so that when I have this bolt, it's going in between here and there's like a gusset here and a gusset here, and then that guy goes through. Or what I could do is I could drill, I like that idea, I could drill a hole on this side. Yeah, let's do that. I'll just drill a giant circle over here. Just burrow a circle through this sidewall. And then it'll allow me to do something else over here. And for some reason something looks kind of whacked out over here. Why is that lifted? The hell? This is not parallel or something. There she goes. Okay. And these squares are no longer coinciding here. Oops. What the hell? Whatever. So he's gonna have to almost be redone. From scratch. This is not an ID. Shit. Okay. 20 minutes. Oh. There we go. Okay, create another sketch here. And what I'll do is I'll look at this other and then pound project through this guy and that guy. Find the center line. Both of these be this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a circle. I'm going to do a small circle, cut through everything. So what I'm going to do is do a point. And then here, create a hole. And what I'll do, depth through all. And this guy's gonna be like, sure, that's a big ass hole though. Let's do that for right now. Alright, so now I did that, then what I'm going to do is on that same one, on that same sketch, I'm going to drill a hole. Right there. Okay. This guy is just going to be more or whatever, but this one I'm only going to do from here to that distance, which I would have liked to know. I could just guesstimate. So what I need to do is I need to drill it to that point. And I don't want any tip. It's just a straight hole. It's 180. Yeah, 180. Okay. There we go. Boom. Perfect. Again, one last time on this guy. Actually, I think I could do another hole right there. Hole. 0.25. What? actually, let's do this. What I'll do is go on the let's do exactly the same thing. Project. That'll work. Hole. 0.25. Boom. Okay, so that's that. Again, what I'll do is go back over here to this side, create a sketch on this wall, from here to there, from here to there, and I'll put a point here. Turn these both to construction lines, stop sketch, drill hole here, and 1.125. Don't need to change this, but it's staying at 180, so it's fine. Then I'm going to go through all. Oops. Boom. Alright, so there is where our guy is going to be, and then it's going to ride on those three little things that will move it around, and here's the hole where you shove the screw in there. But now I'm going to have a really long screw. I just have to have the head be smaller than 1/4 inch, so I just need to figure out the hole size. I need to figure out the head size. So it's probably going to be a pan head and use a hex, so it just needs to be smaller than that. Alright, so that's good for that guy. Let's see if we can do this guy quickly, even though chances are probably not. So we'll see. We're at 18 minutes right now. So we'll see what we can do. This guy right here looks okay. This right here is done. Okay. So we want this, first off, we want this to be currently, we need to change this to be 1 inch. And this, by the way, this also be 1 inch. And this is going to be 1 plus 3 plus 1, 1 plus 0.3 plus 0.3, which is 1.6. Boom, there you go. And then this guy should be good here. This guy should be good there. Maybe this one we could put a hole here, so we don't have to use. I'm gonna do the same thing again. All right, let's do the same thing again. This is gonna be 0.3. We're just gonna create a small little sketch here. Oops. Okay. Stop that. Turn back on my sketch. Go back to this front side. Create sketch on this front wall. Or we could do it all on the same side. Let's do it all on the same side. Now we're at 30 minutes. We need to keep moving. Okay, so we're on that side. Now all we gotta do, oops, let's go ahead, pound include. Oh shit. Might be able to see from there. Okay. Oops. Finish with that sketch. Drill a hole through all. This was going to be 0.125. Boom. Through all. Again, reload that sketch. Hole. Create hole. 0.25. Tip angle 180 degrees, and we need a distance 0.170. Go back to this side, create sketch on this side, do again this, like that, this, oops, this. Construction line, point, top sketch, create hole, boom, 0.125, 0.025, 180 degree, 1.7 inches, boom. Then I'm going to create a sketch on the front face. Sketch, boom, pound, project include those two lines, up. Stop sketch, create, drill a hole here, 0.135, depth, two. Okay. All right. Well, that is pretty much it for this video. And we'll do some more. Holy crap, what's going on here? Why are those? I just noticed that. We're going to have to clean that up. Alright, so that is pretty much it for this video. This has been Steven from LegitTechTutorials. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe for more videos like in this series and other series as well. If you have any questions, go ahead and feel free to email me, and I'll see you guys next video. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. Peace.